Greetings, good people. Welcome back to the channel. Okay, so Tamar is calling Kandi Burruss a liar in reference to what Kandi Burruss had to say about Carlos King trying to steal Escape's life story and create his own biopic of sorts. Okay, so I'm going to touch on that. But before I do, I want to talk about Karisha Please. Okay, I know a lot of you are not happy about the fact that recently on the BET Awards, the award for Best Hip Hop Platform was awarded to Drink Champs and Young Miami of the City Girls for her podcast, Karisha Please. Okay. In all honesty, I think Karisha Please won, but because Karisha was not at the BET Awards, they made it a tie. Listen, there's a whole lot of politics with these award shows and the music business. You guys already know. But here's what I don't understand. You know, a lot of people say that people will root for you when you're the underdog. But the moment that you're like on top and you're progressing, it's like, they don't want to be bothered and you don't deserve this. Who are we to tell anybody what they deserve if they are putting their best foot forward and they got a little bit of help and sponsorship and they're doing the work? How can people say that Karisha Please does not deserve to even be nominated, let alone win? I don't understand why she getting all this backlash. Karisha ain't bothering nobody. Yes, I get it. She has only had six episodes of her podcast, but those numbers don't lie. In a 24-hour period, some of her episodes did way better than Drink Champs interviews sitting on the platform for about a week. So I think Karisha Please is fresh, it's young, it's new. If I'm not mistaken, this is a fan voted award. Correct me if I'm wrong. So if she's getting 2-3 million views within a 24-hour period, and if this indeed is a fan voted award, she's got a lot of support. Now, Diddy was recently on The Breakfast Club, and Charlamagne basically said that Diddy asked Diddy, did he pay for that award? Diddy said no. We don't know if he's telling the truth or if he's lying, right? A lot of y'all, if y'all have resources when it comes to certain things, you would utilize your resources. Just like, King Combs was up there Diddy bopping on the BET stage because Diddy's his father, right? So what's wrong with a little bit of nepotism? Anyway, let me not get distracted. Young Miami isn't problematic. She is young. She is fun. She is enjoying herself. She's growing up before our eyes. Why does she have to be attacked? And I don't like all of these men saying she don't deserve that. Drink Champs is better. Wallowing $1 million worth of game is better. That is your preference. But Karisha has a large fan base and a loyal fan base. You see, she has merch. She's really doing a great job of establishing herself as a solo brand. And I'm here for it. I like a rags to riches story. I think she's grown up a lot. And I don't know. I just don't like the attacks. I don't get it. What has she done to everybody? But to say she doesn't deserve it, eek. We want to see people win. She's one of our own. Like, she's a part of the culture of hip hop. So I don't know. I just saw the attacks. They were weird, really, really weird. And I also want to say this, right? I see, she got a lot of people supporting her. Lotto, this is her page on Twitter. Lotto congratulated her. I know Saucy Santana congratulated her. I can't find that tweet right now. But a lot of people congratulated her. Here it is. Saucy Santana congratulated her. This is her and Diddy in New York when Diddy was doing his press run. I didn't see JT post anything on her Twitter page or on her Instagram page. Now, granted, JT could have actually called Karisha and told Karisha congratulations. She was too busy arguing on social media. But I didn't see JT congratulate Karisha on her IG or Twitter platform. Doesn't mean that she didn't. I'm just saying I didn't see it, right? And I thought that was very interesting. And I don't want, as much as I don't want to say this, I seen this coming. I hope that I am wrong. I hope that I'm absolutely positively wrong. I just think that Karisha is going to get her heart broken. And I don't think it's by Diddy. I don't see the City Girls being a thing for much longer. I mean, there'll always be the city girls, but I do see that it appears to me that Karisha is going in one direction and JT is going in another. What's going to become of that? I don't know. I think that they are long overdue for an album. They should have put an album out. One party is all for it. The other party is not. I think they definitely should have been putting out an album. And I think that although a lot of you have your thoughts and opinions about Diddy, I can totally hear Diddy right now saying, Shorty Wop, don't get involved in that social media mess. We not on that frequency. It's a vibe. We on a different type of frequency. And I really think that he is giving her game, among other things, as far as the business of music, the culture of hip hop, and how the industry works. There's a lot going for Karisha right now as far as media and her career is concerned. And I think that if she reverts back to any level of immaturity, she could blow her bag. So I think that she's doing a good job establishing herself as like Karisha the brand. And I just want to see how far she goes. But I don't know if I see it for the city girls. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on behind the scenes. I'm not even getting into all of that. Maybe a separate video. But I'm just watching. I'm just watching how people are moving. Before everybody's talking about it. You know, the beef with JT and Cardi B and Malibu Mitch getting involved. Akbar V and Cardi B. Everybody's talking about it, right? But I'm just watching. I'm just absolutely positively watching and seeing how people move. So maybe I will talk about it. Maybe I won't. All right. So I wish Karisha nothing but luck. And congratulations to both Drink Champs and Karisha Please. Both of them deserve the award that they received. All right. All right. So now what we came here to talk about. So this is according to the Jasmine brand, among many other media outlets, but I like the Jasmine brand. Shout out to them. Jasmine brand is actually getting a show on Fox Soul. Is it starting this month? There's a segment that the Jasmine brand is getting on Fox Soul. So shout out to, what is it? Oh, child, what's the lady name? I'm terrible with names. Y'all know who it is. The owner of the Jasmine brand, the lady. No disrespect to her at all. But congratulations to her and her collaboration with Fox Soul. Anyway, Tamar Braxton doesn't agree with Kandi Burruss accusing producer Carlos King of stealing Escape's life story. I think that's a little like off the deep end. Tamar always got her nose in somebody's business, okay? But she was asked, and sometimes, you know, a nice, polite, cute answer will suffice, but not for Tamar do too damn much Braxton. All right, so let's read this article. So it seems that Tamar Braxton thinks Kandi Burruss, quote unquote, tried it with her recent allegations against reality showrunner Carlos King. During a previous interview with House of Aaron, shout out to House of Aaron on YouTube, Kandi Burruss opened up about her ongoing beef with Carlos King and why the two no longer have a business relationship. The conversation arose after the host mentioned a comment that Kandi Burruss made in one of her Speak On It segments on her YouTube channel. Apparently, when asked about Carlos King, the 46-year-old added that she and the Real Housewives of Atlanta ex-producer weren't cool anymore. Y'all remember when all that jumped off? Of course, following the remark, many began to wonder the biggest question of them all. Why? Amid her chat with House of Aaron, shout out to House of Aaron on YouTube, Kandi answered it, but what she had to say about the situation was utterly shocking. So according to the Bedroom Kandi owner, I like the way that they write. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. Anyway, according to the Bedroom Kandi owner, her fallout with King, who served as the Real Housewives of Atlanta's co-producer from 2008 to 2012, ignited after he supposedly robbed her group Escape of their life story and sold it to black-based network TV One. So this is where Kandi revealed this on House of Aaron. So none of us knew, but Kandi says she don't F with Carlos King, and here is why. Now, to my knowledge, Carlos hasn't said anything regarding these accusations. Unless I'm wrong, correct me in the comments. Continuing on. If you didn't know, Burruss is 1/4 of the legendary R&B collective Escape, who's known for classic hits like Just Kicking It, Understanding, and their rendition of the Jones Girls 1979 hit, Who Can I Run To? The quartet features Burruss, Tamika Tiny Cottle, now Tamika Harris, Latasha Scott, and Tamika Scott. The group saw major success on the music scene in the 1990s. Today, they are iconically known as the blueprint for modern-day girl groups. No mention of Jermaine Dupri. This is an article from September 14th. This is where Kandi basically said that she don't she can't F with Carlos King, yada, yada. Anyway, let's keep going. All right, because I want to get to what Tamar said and I want to share my thoughts. A few years back, Burruss, along with her fellow group members, publicly spoke on their displeasure with the popular programming company's unsung episode on their rise to stardom. Subsequently, TV One announced that an Escape biopic was in the works, but Burruss and the rest of the ladies weren't on board with any of it. Okay? While growing emotional, Kandi said, Carlos is the one who stole my group's life story and sold it to TV One. And for that, I just can't get past it. I was talking to a friend. I was like, hey, yeah, we should do like a movie about Escape's life or whatever. It was a director who I was speaking with, and they was like, somebody's already doing that. She continued by expressing that she didn't find out about the matter until she attempted to look into getting a biopic done on Escape as well. Yikes. If this is true, this is absolutely shady. Kandi continues, I was like, what you mean? Somebody's already doing that? And so in my mind, I'm thinking it was one of my group members or something. And they was like, yeah, there's a network that's already like doing it. And I took a meeting about directing it. And I was like, what? You know how Kandi's so dramatic. So bottom line is Kandi ain't fooling with this man. She's worked closely with him before. And he was going on, the article continues on to say that, you know, he even reached out to some of her family members, I think her mother, to get information. And Carlos could, if this is true, Carlos could have told her, like, look, Kandi, I'm thinking about doing this, that, and the third. But then again, a part of me is like, Kandi, why didn't you have this signed, sealed, and delivered already in the works? Maybe it was an oversight, like, you know, kind of like not owning your business name or not owning your LLC, something like that. Why wouldn't you, you know, already have the rights to your group's story? But maybe she wasn't thinking about it. Still doesn't give Carlos the right to kind of be underhanded if this is true. All right, so let's get to what Tamar said. So Tamar was filling in on Dish Nation, and she was asked, there's Tamar, about this situation. While guest hosting Dish Nation, Tamar Braxton appeared on an episode of Carlos King's show, The Nightcap with Carlos King, expressed on the subject, I don't agree with her calling him a thief. You know how Tamar is. You know what I mean? I think that's a little like off the deep end, okay? So she goes on to say, so this absolutely makes no sense to me. Maybe it makes sense to y'all. So this is what she said. So here is the thing. My sister Toni did a biopic, right? Everybody else was involved, but I had nothing to do with my character. And I was in my feelings about that. But everybody else was involved. So that's a different kind of thing. So you really don't want nobody telling your own story. But at the end of the day, I just feel like there are unauthorized, like, you know, versions of people's lives, and this is just a part of being an entertainer. No, it's not a part of yes, it's a part of being an entertainer, but it doesn't make it right. So Tamar seems to believe that something in the milk ain't clean. She said, I don't know. I'm not totally convinced that that's what it is. I don't know. I want to hear it from Carlos because I want to know the tea. So my thing is, Carlos is your friend, and Tamar posted to her Instagram, or where, I don't remember where I saw it. She posted something and she said something along the lines of, shout out to my friend Carlos King, who doesn't have to steal anything. You know, just inserting herself in shit that doesn't have to do with her, right? And she always does this. She gets onto social media. She throws her subliminals, right? And then when somebody checks her, she starts crying with no tears, all that huffing and puffing, and gets offended and gets mad. Now, I would like to hear and see what Kandi has to say to Tamar. I want Kandi to check Tamar. What do you mean you have to find out the tea? Wouldn't it behoove you to find out the tea first before basically calling Kandi a liar? Tamar, we know you have a strong relationship with bending the truth when it comes to a lot of things, right? But then again, I'm not even gonna go there. It's Tamar. I don't want to ramble on. Tamar Braxton is gonna be on the Surreal Life. Y'all remember that show on VH1, the reality show where all of these old TV stars basically move into one house and they have to do projects and things. They're bringing this Surreal Life back, so this is good promotion to get Tamar's name circulating on social media, right? This is supposed to be airing this month, the 24th of this month, 24th, 25th. But Tamar sometimes, her and Kandi had it out, or an issue, or Tamar had an issue when they were on Big Brother, and Tamar just makes everything so grandiose and so major for no reason. Tamar, girl, relax. Calm down and relax, okay? So for you to basically be calling Kandi a liar, and you absolutely don't even have Carlos's side of the story, because again, to my understanding, I haven't heard Carlos confirm or deny any of this. Why can't Carlos be the one lying? How you know what that man did or didn't do? You ain't with him 24/7, 365, and even if you were, you don't put nothing past nobody. I'm curious to see what Kandi has to say, though. I would love to hear Kandi clap back and show receipts. I'm pretty sure she'll get access to the receipts. Do you guys care about this? At this point, I'm just kind of rambling. So shout out to Karisha. That's still on my mind. Congratulations again to Karisha Please. Kandi, get in Tamar's ears and check her. If you don't know something, don't speak on it. Okay? And certainly don't call somebody a liar if in a roundabout way, just because you may have a little tiff with them still, and you're not certain of the facts. Again, I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm not going around calling Kandi a liar. I know Tamar is a liar. She's lied plenty of times, but that's neither here nor there. All right, y'all, that's all I got. Ain't got no more. I love you for watching. As always, until next time.